make the background keep
Someone
changing.
26.
Keep changing. There's two people holding the tree and
The Windows screensaver. You just stick your laptop at the
This is
at the screen.
ridiculous.
Why? Welcome to the episode of HTHT, a show with nice background, deep questions, and alcohol because why not? Today we are joined by Joyce.
I was told that it was going to be Coney Island.
As you can see, we are kind of among
I
the
was
trees.
duped here.
So, those of you that don't know Joyce, she is from TSL. Oh my god, she's from TSL. The mainstay in the cast for Singaporeans Try, TSL Plays.
This is damn weird for those of you who don't know Joyce, aka like 99.99%.
I mean, TheSmartLocal, you can go and check her out there lah. And like, basically, she also does a lot of behind the camera work, which is like producing for shows like TSL goes to London by land. What's it called? What's the full name?
Singapore goes London overland.
That's
no,
right.
no, not Singapore goes London.
Singapore, the country.
TSL goes London overland.
Yeah, TSL goes London overland, and recently the $100 Domat.
$100 Domat.
That's right. Yeah, she was in two.
You look familiar.
Is it you saw me on Instagram or something?
No, I think just yesterday some passerby.
Huh? Really? Sometimes you ring a bell also, your impression.
You ring a bell.
Yeah, you ring a bell, your face.
Faster lah, don't talk.
Okay, anyway.
So much call.
Anyway, do you like to HTHT?
No. I was duped here on several levels. First of all, I was promised a background of Coney Island. Then I already imagined it would be like, Pulau Ubin in the distance. And then with water.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be talking about current affairs.
Yeah.
And then apparently the current affair is me.
Yeah?
Who is neither current nor an affair. So it's just super weird. So
Just so you know, that's the second time she used that joke. It's boring!
but the first one cannot cut. Please do it for the content. You in this industry or not?
I don't know! She's from TSL, she's a celebrity! Okay, come, let's move on. Okay. Wait,
This is so weird.
So without further ado, we have
Sponsors.
by Somerville what
Regency.
So once again, I think Summersby, you got to get on this, man.
Yeah.
As you can see, we got something real good going on right here. Do you like beer or do you like cider?
I like beer and wine.
That's not.
I don't like hard liquor.
Do you
Cider
like
is okay.
cider?
Not
Okay.
bad. It's not bad.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Don't act one lah. You might got drink. I just don't.
Don't say like you know me. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, so we're enjoying your delicious.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Right. First thing to crack the case open, just to get people to know what's going on in your head. Okay, give us a quick elevator pitch, 30 seconds, right, on why you think Coney Island is the perfect jogging location. Or perfect location. I don't know, your perfect location. Tell us about Coney Island. Why?
Okay, so Coney Island, right? It is a place with only one toilet. So, these places, that is representative of how underdeveloped the place is, which is why I love it. So, like, if I go out and drink on a Friday night and if I feel hungover and I want to like get some fresh air, that is where I will go. And when OFO used to be a thing, I would cycle from my house to Punggol and then I'll get like a bite from Waterway and then I'll go to Coney Island. So it's like my happy place.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But wait, it doesn't the gate like close in the evening or something?
It closes at 7, but you can climb out.
Ladies and gentlemen, criminal facts from Joyce Young.
And the thing is, there used to be a Hopa mansion there, but now they have since fenced it up, and there are no road signs. There is just a very vague clearing that you just have to know lah. Just have to go by your gut and find out with there.
Got ghost not?
I don't know. I only stay until later 7:30.
After that, no.
Yeah, I tried to be a law-abiding citizen. So yeah.
And then climb out the fence.
Okay, but I think that my spirit animal is an otter.
Okay.
Cause like clearly belongs in nature, but both have to hang out at Bishan and Marina Bay in the city, but somehow can still survive and still look quite happy and can get along.
And then can squeak gang chants at each other when they
Yeah. Once in a while got conflict and they settle outside. Then after they come back, they can coexist with the city, even though like they clearly don't belong here, but they can still sort of like thrive here.
Wow, so deep.
Yeah.
Why everything you say
My
always
spirit animal.
will take a dive. Take a dive because you were otter.
Otter dive meh?
You know the swim must go down. Do otters dive? Leave it in the comments below.
Oh, is that a thing now? Okay, now I'll just start asking random things. How is Coney Island pegged to my identity?
Wait, character development. Do you work in this industry or not? Okay. Moving on, right? So like before TSL, okay, it is common knowledge to everyone that you used to. Okay, no, common knowledge because
it is not. Nobody knows me.
It's common knowledge because of TSL that before TSL you were a flight attendant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How's that like?
Bad timing. The thing is, I joined SIA because in my year 3 of poly, my GPA was 3.3. So I applied to NTU, NUS and SMU and I got rejected by every single one of them in the same week. And I was damn depressed. And being the Scorpio that I am, I kept the rejection letters.
Oh my god!
I kept the rejection letters and I was like, fuck this shit. One day I'm gonna like make it so big that like I will look back and be like, hey, it's your loss that you didn't recruit
So
me.
salty!
But recently I throw away already lah. Because no need lah, I don't need that salt. I don't need that sort of condiment in my life. Yeah, so I decided, okay, why not I try NIE? So I did try NIE. And on the day when I was supposed to go for the interview, I AWOL. Because I like had this moment, I was at a school camp and I was like, do I really want to work with children for the rest of my life?
Wait, you went to the camp?
No, as in, it was my like year 3 FOC thingy. Then like...
For poly lah?
Yeah, then... It clashed, like the interview was supposed to be on the camp.
Right.
I brought my clothes and I should have gone for the interview from the camp.
Right.
But I decided to just fuck it. I don't want to teach. Like, what am I even thinking?
Okay.
Yeah, then, so that rules out the 4 acronyms. So the one remaining is SIA, just try off. But I was very wary because my ears, if you push back all my hair, right, my ears are quite protruding. The right is more protruding than the left. So during the interview, the second day of the interview, there was a kabaya round. They told me that if I get recruited, I will have to cut my hair so that it will
complement your
face.
It
will conceal my defect. Then
you check out her thumbs.
I genuinely thought you were going to be like, hey, don't say that, man. Like, you are beautiful in your own way. Then you go and tell people my... Okay, forget it.
Her thumbs are beautiful in their own way.
Wow.
Could we have a moment together for a thumbs up? Cute lah.
Yeah lah.
Small. Okay, continue.
Small and consistent diameter. Wait, I don't even know what I was talking about already. My ears. Yeah. So, got through. Did not have to cut my hair, but then when I started flying, I actually broke my bond because the bond is 18 months, and I left at like the 5th month mark. So like 3 months training and then after that 5 months flying. Yeah. Then I just decided that it wasn't for me because I was entitled and I was sheltered and I was bratty and I was just very like lacking in resilience altogether. And during that period of time, there was also like this really difficult thing which happened because one of my very good friends passed away during my training. So he's a poly friend. Yeah, he's somebody that I've known since I was a freshie lah. And then that was his first year of army. Right. So he passed away during my training. I think like...
Wait, he passed away because of natural causes or did I accidentally mention about that?
No, he passed away because of an accident.
In the army?
Not in the army. It's just that he was in a stage of life where he had just enlisted.
Right.
So he just enlisted. I just started training. Everything was going well. And suddenly he died.
Right.
And then...
It woke you up or something?
It woke me up in a sense that I just didn't... I just wanted to be at home. I just wanted to be around the people who are still alive. And then like to be shuffled across like different time zones, different continents, different groups of colleagues. It was very overwhelming for me.
Right.
Yeah. And... yeah, so I think the shelteredness is one. Another thing is, I freaking cannot take the culture in SQ.
Describe it in 3 words. Or 1 sentence.
Okay, things may have changed because when I was there, it was a time, to give you some perspective, right? When I was there, I think my Instagram only had like maybe 6 photos because nobody really used Instagram yet. Yeah, that's how long ago I was there for. I was there. Then it was toxic. My experience is that it's quite toxic. and it's very...
It's like the sabo people kind of toxic.
Like for example, if the group of people, there are 12, right? And if somebody of a high authority explicitly does not favor this person, and if you go and hang out with this person and be charming with that person, right, you will kena mark.
Wow!
Yeah, so that just didn't make sense to me. And everything, a lot of things are determined by your staff number. So seniority is king. You get to choose what you eat first. You get to choose what time you want to go to sleep. You get to choose your work position and all that lah. But at the same time, I also realized that this sort of hierarchy is needed in very big organizations with like over 8,000 people. Like some would even compare it to like army, in a sense that okay, there are certain elements that are similar, like uniform and the fact that there are very, very regimented procedures lah. And also you are really just a statistic lor. Yeah, you are just a serial number. So I had a lot of difficulty adapting to the hierarchy part. Yeah, cause I talk to everyone the same way.
Yeah.
I talk to everyone the same way, whether like
rude all the time.
you're my boss or like you're my like peer or like my intern. I will talk to everyone the same way lah. Maybe okay, but the thing is, there you have to be like very submissive, and I cannot hide my feeling on my face. Yeah,
So
like
if the person is stupid, hey, why are you so stupid?
I think like sometimes they will think that is like, I'm damn weird. Like, so there was this one flight. I remember it was my first long haul flight from Singapore to London, and that was the first time I ever operated like such a long haul flight. And it was super cold because it was a night flight.
Yeah.
And the kebaya does not do anything to keep you warm, right? So when we were just like chilling during the loud period in the galley, right, then I asked the leading steward like, "Can I take a blanket?" Can I take a blanket? And then like I think he didn't know how to say no, but he also didn't know how to say that like it is against the company image for people to come into the galley and ask for a glass of water and see you covering yourself with a blanket. So like those are the kind of stupid things that I would do lor when I was flying.
But that doesn't sound very ridiculous like of a request. What if you're cold? You get uncold, right? You do something to get uncold.
That's the thing. Like this kind of things, they are natural to us. Like you are hungry, you eat, right?
Yeah.
But when you are in the uniform, you cannot be seen eating when you are standing. So like you are waiting, you cannot take like the old chunky then like 一边走一边吃 like that, you know. You must really sit down, put your handbag beside you, and then you eat
This
properly.
really sounds like I said.
Yeah, as in
like,
I know
that unspoken MRT cannot sit down thing.
Correct. So like there's a lot of pressure. So I always bring like a dress, and then once I touch down, right, I will change out, and then I will just like take bus 27 home, anyhowly sit, like it's just very like I would say it got to a point where I would cry every single time before I go for flight.
That's serious, huh?
Yeah, and there's this thing like it's a standby, right? So sometimes when you are on standby, you could get caught up for anything between like a 1-day turnaround to Indonesia or a 14-day Moscow to Houston pattern. Yeah. So I remember like the December of 2012, I got caught up for Africa.
Right. Sounds exciting.
I cried immediately because it was over Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
and
over
you wanted
Christmas.
to spend time with your loved ones.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like it was just a mess, but I think it's also because my state of mind.
Will you say that like you were like dreading every time you got an assignment?
Yes. But when I'm on flight, it feels okay. It's like, you know, when you are young, right, then you go to school, then before you go to school, you'll cry. But then when you go to school itself, it's like, it's not that bad, all these people like can talk out. But then on Sunday night, then you're like, oh fuck. Need to go to school again tomorrow. What is school? It's that feeling, Like on the flight, I'm okay. But once I'm in my hotel room, or like once I am preparing, the worst is like if the flight is like 4 a.m.
Right.
I cannot sleep at all if I know that I have to wake up in like 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool beans. So
Yes.
can we cheers to that?
To what?
To section 2 being done.
How many sections are there?
You'll know in time.
Is it of increasing intensity?
moving on. So
Get me out of here.
section 3. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So, producers and our stalking team has discovered your LinkedIn profile. Yeah. So we just have one big question for you. Is work really more important than love to you? Yeah.
If it is Net Geo, I remember from what I say, include screenshot if it's Net Geo, Vice, BBC, New York Times. It's something that I'm willing to put on hold. Yeah. As in, those are like the brands that I have my eyes set on.
Right. Why?
Because I like their content. So the reason why I even joined TSL in the first place was also because I like the content.
Right.
Yeah. I have to be a fan of the product to be able to sell it. That's something which I find super important. And yeah, like I love New York Times and New Yorker. I think that it's a pity people don't read anymore.
So aside from those, I would say that those are the few firms that you said you would put love on hold lah.
As in, I will not
for.
have. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. What if, like, let's say, right, Joyce curse, the week, right, you find the love of your life is the week the New Yorker tells you, like, you go fly.
Then just go together. Legit, as in, legit, like, just go together. Because the thing is, like, my vision in the long haul is not something that is rooted to a particular country. So, I mean, the only thing that I'm ever really anchored to is my parents.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, which is why, like, the rising cost, like, BTOs getting more expensive. I'm, like, not even bothered by that.
Firstly, because no partner.
Yeah, and also because if the sort of partner that I think I might be looking for will share a similar outlook on life, ideally lah. And the outlook of life, the outlook on life would gel nicely with like the pursuit of other things.
Okay, so right, I think now we're gonna ask you a little bit on some relationship advice. Okay.
Advice? Me advice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look so woke. You sound so woke. What is one concept? If this is I guess we're trying to educate some of the couples out there. What is one concept about love you feel that Singaporeans grasp, right? That you feel is completely bullshit. One concept about love and relationships.
Specific to Singaporeans?
I would say you can target Singaporeans or
what is one
one concept of love that when I tell you you can think of one concept of love that's really bullshit, right? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? It's not true. It's like the unicorns don't exist.
Really? I think if there is a concept, okay, I have two. The first one is that the idea of sunk cost.
Like what do you mean?
So for example, a lot of people, they will hold on to a relationship because it has been 7 years, it has been 9 years, it has been 12 years. And for old time's sake, for all the time that we've invested so far, even though it seems like we are headed on different directions, why not we just give it a try? I feel like, okay, the cost is already sunk lah, as the term suggests. Yeah, that's one. And the second one is, I guess, that there is some form of progression to follow. Yeah, that you date first. Probably after you graduate, you meet somebody, you date, and then after that, before 30, you get married. After that, by 35, you have kids. And then after that, you start applying for them to go to like the good schools and all that.
Then you grow together, then you worry about them going to nest. Then after you pay uni. Then no time to travel, then you die.
Yeah, but the thing is, there are so many ways of living.
Yeah.
Like for example, right, if we are talking about just marriage alone, I think that our culture is very not conducive for marriage.
Why?
It does not mean I'm skeptical. I'm still hopeful, but I think the first reason is because of the options and choice paralysis, which I'm sure a lot of people have already elaborated. The second thing is our parents' generation, right? A lot of their marriages could work to me lah, because they did not have that many options. That's one, and also back then, right? Most of the time, the guy is the main breadwinner. So the power dynamic is in such a way that like they have to rely on.
They rely. Yeah. Okay.
So as in that's how I observe like my parents lah, because my mom has always been a housewife.
Yeah.
So my dad has always been the one like working. So the dynamic works very well. But these days, because like gender equality, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that reliance. You're not bogged down by anything. You want to pack up and go tomorrow, you are free to do
That's
so.
true.
Yeah, so
So it becomes more of a sacrifice, so it becomes harder.
yeah, because it's not out of necessity anymore.
Right.
But in the past, if I were a woman, if I'm not earning as much, right, I have to stick with like a guy, even if he is not the ideal person, to satisfy my first tier Maslow hierarchy of needs, which is food, shelter, all that kind of thing. Right? But these days, it's like, I can own self team these things.
That's
so
true.
why do I need you to help me with that? Yeah.
Cool beans. So you would say that this concept is outdated in our society now, lah.
A little. Then I guess when it comes to childbirth, also there are a lot of things that we are not exposed to.
Like what?
That adoption is an option. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like considered the less preferred option lah. I'm not saying that you should prefer that, but I think the openness is severely lacking. I'm wise.
You is. You is.
I is wise.
You
I is
is, man.
important. I is great.
You is also a fan of John Mayer.
I is.
Why?
Is that
What
a
is-
legit question?
It is a legit question.
I would say there are two artists that I admire immensely, J. Cho and John Mayer, because I feel like they are people who are very dedicated to their craft. So I love watching people like working on something that they really like.
Yeah.
In spite of all the noise and clutter that is showbiz, that is like dating Hollywood celebrities, like they are still very much focused on the craft. And also another thing is lyrics. Yeah. I admire J. Cho almost as much as I admire his lyricist, who is this guy called Fang Wenshan.
Fang Wenshan.
Shout out to Fang Wenshan.
Shout out to my homie Fang Wenshan right here. Leave in the comments below if you all know how he looks like.
Yeah, like cause his lyrics are damn good lor.
Yeah.
Like they are woke. They are all woke. Yeah.
Is that why, like, to tune down on the sadness, Zhou Jielun mumbles his songs? If he speaks it out clearly, he will cry.
But some songs he won't write. Honestly, he won't write not as good.
Oh.
As a very
Give us an example. What are songs that, as a
Okay.
mega fan, you would know?
青花瓷.
What the heck is that?
青花瓷 means it's like some ancient China porcelain.
Green
thingy.
flower
青花
verse.
瓷. Then 青花瓷 was written by Fang Wenshan.
Right.
So in his lyrics, right, there is some character one. You can tell if it's his lyrics, and that's what I love most about like artists in different fields. That you don't even need to see the credits, right? You know that their character
Can tell
is
the
in there.
vibes.
Yeah.
Right,
It's like
I know what
the
you mean.
Wang Jiawei, the Wes Anderson type. Like they're authors.
There's a style.
Yeah,
there's
they're
a style.
authors.
Yeah.
I'm an author.
Author. Oh my god! Stop it! Why are you so lame?
But for John Mayer, a lot of his lyrics are very aligned with like
Yeah.
what I believe in.
Like
life.
what?
So he has this one song. It's called "No Such Thing," and there was one line.
You really sound sad.
No. It's a very uplifting song.
Okay.
One of the lines said, "I just found out there's no such thing as the real world. It's just a lie you got to rise above," which I think is very feels.
The John in me is resonating.
Right? As it is true. It's like you always hear people say like, "Aya, like life's like that," or like that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how it works. That's reality. Like deal with it. But then why? As in, if you have to deal with it, at least question a bit lah. Like question a bit before you just suck it
true.
up and stomach it.
The why and the why nots, which people don't ask enough in life.
Yeah.
Hey, John Mayer once said that, I quote, songs he likes and the songs people like are two distinct buckets for him. Do you feel the same for the videos you produce for TSL?
Yeah. As in
25 mark answer.
like hold on.
Hold up, I'm gonna need
on.
another beer in the
Let me
meantime.
get my quill and parchment.
This is our nice Summers buy. So Summersby get in on this, and a fair price paid sticker. Fair price get in on this.
What else can we get in on this? Vans get in on this?
Yeah. Emoji. So I would say Apple and Google. Get in on
Chanel get in on this?
this. Yeah. This is Uniqlo. Uniqlo get in on this. This is H&M. Yeah. And we could use a bottle opener sponsor right now. Wait lah, let me finish the product plugging. Bottle opener sponsored right now. Oh wait! What do we have here?
Is that Victorinox?
Is this it's probably Victorinox, but we could use a real Victorinox.
Yeah.
So Victorinox, get in on this. Damn. Oh my god.
Do you not know
Am I not using the no, I'm using the wrong one.
Skills Future game on this.
I'm using the wrong one. This is like that's the can opener. This is the bottle opener. Skills Future, give me more credit.
To learn how to be a sommelier.
Sommelier. More like 啤酒妹。
That was where the royal blue and
那来要讲，我没有叫水哦，我只有卖啤酒。Where's yours?
on
Cheers.
point. Oh, you fast, yeah.
Joyce haven't finished it.
Yeah, man. I
Lagging.
thought you're talking mostly.
Hey, she put behind her.
You can drink while talking.
Okay. 2 buckets. Actually, the type of content that I enjoy and the type of content that I'm producing now, right? The overlap is probably like only 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing?
Okay, because the type of content which I enjoy, right, it's a bit more like it's more introspective. Yeah. And that is something which I can understand if it's not easy to monetize.
Right.
And to have it go commercial.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that if you are a content creator, you must only create content that you will enjoy. I think the audience matters a lot.
Yes.
And your ability as a content creator to adapt according to your audience, right? Whether your audience is like the pioneer generation or whether your audience is like kids in school looking for a highlighter brand that they would want, like then you have to adapt. That's the most important thing.
To be able to be marketable.
Yeah.
Right?
And also it's kind of nice that after work, when I'm consuming the content that I like, I will not be thinking of what I do at
Right.
the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So this helps to draw a parallel for you as well. Like draw the line very clearly between what is work and what is not. Or do you think would you like that line to be blurred out more? Because
No
I believe
way.
there are some people who would like to intermingle these kind of things. Yeah.
Wow, actually I haven't even thought about this before. Whether I enjoy the content, because I enjoy the process, I enjoy the results, but I haven't really like thought about it as like, will I appreciate the $100 nomad as an end user?
Yeah.
Because I think I might not.
It might not be for you.
It might
right?
not be for me.
Honestly, putting it out there, I echo this sentiment.
Yeah.
Because like I really enjoyed the whole process and I thought that like, wow, this is gonna be fantastic. People are gonna love our work and blah 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 blah, and then we push a lot of hard work into it, right? But if I were to be a critical viewer or like, one of those people viewing, personally as me, I might not be 100% into it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the thing. But at the same time, you also sort of have the understanding to know that what you will be into may not pay our salaries.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I'm into video games and camera nerd stuff.
Yeah. Same or same.
Starving artists.
Video games. No pet scan. Yeah lor.
Crop penguin.
So yours are different buckets lah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's a red flag if it's a different bucket. Because I think you have to look deeper and look at the sort of creativity that powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that is transferable no matter which industry you go to. Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. So you agree with John Mayer and you agree with John Edwards, so
Nice.
you must be right. 2 Johns cannot be wrong.
Wow, your sample size is overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Yeah, astoundingly true evidence right here.
Great total of 2.
Where do you find out from? 100% of the Johns I know. Okay, so moving on. We move on, right? Okay, so what is your... We move on to something a little bit closer to home and more current in the affairs, and that is TSL because you are still there.
I'm still there.
You are still there.
I'm still very much there. Sometimes
is.
at 9 a.m., sometimes at 9:25. But I'm still there, undoubtedly. Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. You search TheSmartLocal on YouTube right now, you get to see his face.
Also see chronic lateness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your most memorable moment from TSL? Considering you're there for almost 4 years, right? Almost 4?
Memorable moment.
Yeah. Number one.
I think like it would be the moment that we won Umbrella. Now lah, so it's quite a recently updated
In case you all didn't know, we won Umbrella Awards for what Asian...
media brand of the year.
Yeah.
Media brand of the year.
It's not just in Asia, right? Is it? It's in
I think
Asia. Umbrella covers just the Asia.
APAC, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah, that was the that was a highlight lah. Yeah.
That was the one most memorable.
I mean, there are a lot of other things which are less.
What comes in close second?
The day that we found a dead rat behind the printer. And we found
We
that
went from award winning, right, to down in the dumps. Our office is a dump.
really, as in, there is not one single moment because it is like a montage of stupid shit. We were just marinating the dead rat stench for 1 week. We even had a party there, like near the, and I was seated closest to the dead rat, and I was just inhaling the essence for like 5 days.
Until we
didn't
became
know.
fine, is it? Until it's like, this is fine.
Yeah, exactly. This is fine. Yeah, until we found, wow, it was damn disgusting.
Why? It was fermented.
It was like covered. It was still bloody, and I think Pika, you could see like Pika, like there was like an incision.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was damn gross.
And then the like guts spill out.
No, Rachel has pictures. Rachel
Inside
has
photos.
pictures. Yeah, Rachel has pictures.
Okay, so you've seen colleagues and workers and interns come and go in TSL. Yeah. What do you think is one thing that a lot of new hires, especially, they get wrong about TSL? Staff members, people in TSL. What do you think when they first come in, especially? What do you think they get wrong about TSL?
There is a job. There is a job lah. As in, at the end of the day, it's a job.
It is.
Yeah, and I think when people join, they sort of have this idea that it's a clown house. It is.
It is a clown,
It is
house.
a clown house.
The first time I heard her say clown house, I was sitting inside the fountain at Clementi.
Oh my god, that video,
Yes.
iconic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they forget it's a job. So when you forget it's a job, right, you sort of see it as like a school camp committee.
Right.
So when somebody leaves, right, you get very emotional. And the thing is, I realized that, okay, I mean, people leaving, it's emotional, but it's a job. People leave jobs all the time. Yeah, so I think when they see it as like a committee, it feels like there's a lot of like unnecessary drama sometimes to me. It's like, oh, where did I go wrong? Could I have done something different to let this person stay? But how
Where are you speaking? As in, like, where is this coming from? From management or from?
No, from like ground level or
Right.
like when people leave, then the impact is always very strong.
Yeah.
But I think it's strong because they see it as a camp committee lah.
Right.
But really, how realistic is it for 100 people to have all aligned life directions that they will never leave a company? Zero realistic.
Yeah.
That's how much. Yeah. So like, okay, like sad is sad, but if you really treasure that person so much, right? It's even better for your friendship because now you have different experiences that you can share. When you meet up, you can share life in different industries, different areas. And I still meet up with people. Some of my best friends now are people who have left.
Yeah.
Yeah, to pursue other things that they want to do lah. So why is it a sad thing? I don't get it. Yeah.
People forget
I
that
really
it's a
don't
job,
get
lah,
it.
basically.
Yeah.
I agree with this. I think one of the reasons why this is so is because for a lot of new people in TSL, yeah, that's their first job, and then you come into a job that feels like it's uni, like, I don't know, school, like orientation camp,
Yeah.
aka clown house.
I mean, some things that we do are really quite clown lah. Like, cannot deny. You're like chief clown.
The chief clown.
You're the chief clown.
I'm the chief target bot for clowndom.
Yeah, but like, if you compare like the way we treat our jobs and the way, like, if I look at the way my father treats his job,
Yeah.
like, it's so different lah. And this difference is very important on bad days. Because if you treat it as a job, if it's a bad day, it's adversity. If you treat it as like, it's just for funsies, right?
Yeah.
If it's a bad day, you feel injustice. So that's where all the difference lies. Yeah.
Right.
And injustice, you hold on to it, you grow bitter.
So how do you think we should mold the mindset? What do you think we should have less of, and what do you think we should have more of?
What do you mean?
Because I think this is a double-edged sword. People
Yeah.
coming into a job that doesn't feel like a job, right, has a lot of positives because they are unexpectedly motivated for certain things. But at the same time, like you mentioned, on certain bad days, they feel like they have been shortchanged. So what do you think will be a good, I don't know, what could change? What could we make it better?
I think, right, whatever these hypothetical people are going through is the exact same thing I went through in SQ. So if TSL was my first job, I may feel that way. But because I've already had that,
You're
the
more woke.
hindsight. Yeah, so you have to go through some bad shit, lor. And
Adversity is the answer to wokeness.
you don't have to seek out the bad shit will come to
That's
you.
true.
Yeah, but the thing is, when the bad shit comes to you, you have to be clear of what is the message that the bad shit is trying to send to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will
You have to
suffer.
transcend it, right?
Correct. Otherwise, you suffer meaninglessly.
That's true.
Then you suffer in vain.
And then you learn nothing, and then you become stupid, and then nobody want to date you, and then you die alone.
Oh, wow, that escalated at God's speed.
Don't die alone.
We all die alone.
Unless,
Even somebody with 10 wives die alone.
what if they car accident?
Huh? What do you mean?
What if they car accident together?
Wow, is that what you're gunning for? Is that the sort of bond you're gunning for?
Will you be my car accident buddy?
Goals.
You're like, one day, like, will you get in a car accident with me? Oh my god,
Oh my
yes.
god. Goals.
Okay, very good. Okay, so next question. I think this one we can expand a little bit more towards people in our generation and like millennials in general and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, do you
Wow, there's a
think-
lot of pressure.
No, I think this is a great.
I'm like Adam Khoo now.
You are. Joyce Young, 2 small thumbs.
It's not small.
2 half thumbs.
It's small but mighty.
She has 2 hands but 1 thumb.
Actually, it's tall. I carry on.
So, do you think people in our generation, right, are too impatient in wanting success? You know, the whole instant gratification thing and wishing for that big break immediately.
I think it is only impatient if you compare it to the previous generation.
Okay, how so?
Because if you don't compare it to the previous generation, right, it's just like, it's just human nature lah. Yeah, but impatient.
Is this concept of people in our generation being impatient for wanting success, right, foreign to you? Is this the first time you feel
It's
that?
not foreign to me. The thing is, we have all this strawberry generation thing, but
Yeah.
I would very much like to defend our generation. But I also, okay, the thing is, by defending, I can understand why certain people act the way they do.
Yeah.
But cannot endorse.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
like, it's understandable.
So what are some behaviors that you feel like are worth defending? Or some characters that are worth defending? Give us an example of something that happened.
That means like impatient, but it's okay.
Yeah, where you feel that it's still, forgivable at least.
Okay, I think the sort of impatience, right, that results in your being hard on yourself is good. Because it is something that is a catalyst for
Right.
growth.
Right.
Yeah, so
okay.
it is sort of like impatience for your own progress versus impatience for results.
Right.
So the first one, it can be something that is very positive. It's essentially the type A personality and the type B.
What's
Yeah,
that?
you have heard of this type A, type B, right? So type A people are the people who would have a lot of very lofty aspirations. They want to do this. Whenever they reach this checkpoint, they'll be like, it's not good enough, and then
Yeah.
they continue. So the good thing is that they accomplish a lot. The bad thing is that they never stop to appreciate.
Yeah,
And
where
always
they
feel-
are and stuff
correct.
like that. Okay.
Type B is like a lot of ideas, but they take it easy a bit more. Like it's not as chiong lah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
their quality of life is a bit higher. It's a bit more chill. But the results may not be as fast lah. They don't get it as quickly as type A. Yeah. So I think impatience with yourself sometimes it can be a good thing, but impatience for like
Outcomes.
for outcomes, it can be very damaging.
Damaging. Are you a type A or type B person?
I think in work, I'm a type A. But in
Okay.
things that I want to achieve, like in personal life, maybe certain creative projects that I want to do, certain articles that I want to write, I'm a type B.
So you're
Cause,
type A, B.
as in, for me, work comes first. That's
Ah.
why, yeah. I
For
also
how
don't know.
long?
Shit, now I'm in an existential crisis.
Oh my god. Commercial break. She dying.
Actually, people with full-time influencer also damn sian, huh? As in
Why?
like a lot of pressure
Pressure too.
to appear everywhere. You know? Like never mind, that's
What do
not
you mean by
what I
appear
say.
everywhere?
As in, cause like for us,
To be current, is it?
like we have a job, right? So this Instagram thing is really like a side thing lah. But for the influencers, like the Instagram thing is a main thing. So the numbers will be very important to them.
I think it's not sustainable, but I think at the start got a lot of novelty, so very
Yeah.
very easy to begin. Don't know. Unless you queen on the internet like Xia.
Must appear everywhere lor. Like really must collab until like sounds stressful.
And why it's not stressful? Farming.
Yeah. Okay, technically it's also stressful because weather conditions may not work
You know
in your
the crops
favor.
die, right? Then you
Yeah.
starve.
Yeah, not just you starve your whole village. You have brought disgrace upon the whole clan.
You know, this is a clan thing. This is actually a big problem because like my grandfather actually went back to China to visit the clan last time, you know. Then apparently my grandfather's great grandfather came from like China, right? I mean we're all Chinese, right? We all came from China. So apparently my grandfather's whole family, my great grandfather's whole family line, right, is banned from returning the village because like back then when they were all in the village, right, everything it was damn poor, damn shit lah. So the whole village only had one male pig, and this male pig will keep on breeding with the female pigs to continue to have meat and whatever and milk and whatever, right? So what they will do is this male pig will rotate among the houses. Then when it came to my great grandfather's house, right, the pig died.
Why?
It just
Under
died.
his care or what?
While indent to you, it died.
Then it's not his fault, what?
We don't know. So what happened is the entire village was like ready to kill him and his
Oh my
family.
God.
So they escaped. Then like he escaped to Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, actually the pig life, like, don't know to say damn good or damn bad.
I'm sure every day have sex.
But it's like a sex worker, eh.
But
Like you stay at people's house.
but good
It's
what?
like a brothel.
Yeah. It's an escort system.
Yeah,
Yo, but like yeah lah. Then after that, like what happened was that my grandfather wanted to go back. So now he go back, right? Then like at first they were not very welcoming.
Wait, but then the pig's babies don't have boy
I
meh?
don't think have.
Why?
Either that or no mature males yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the cell division.
No, then when my grandfather went back, so like they were not very welcoming. Then they were quite rude and stuff like that. So like eventually what my grandfather did, they're damn superficial. You can tell that they're really village people because like after that my grandfather paid some money to patch the houses because got a hole, right? Then they welcome him back already. So like I didn't know this story. My mom told me, then I'm like, whoa,
That's super
intense.
cute, eh.
Yeah. No, he nearly died because of a pig.
Yeah, he gonna condemn
The whole family nearly nearly
also
didn't
his
come
fault.
into existence.
because of a pig.
Yeah,
male pig.
the whole line never come into
Yeah.
existence.
Oh,
Okay,
that pig, the stress is real, yeah.
sex and don't die. Actually, the
Cannot overexert.
yeah. After sex must go for relaxing massage at the spa. Hey, what is your advice to anyone, right, who is very comfortable with taking the easy way, but at the same time also isn't very happy? Do you even understand this question?
Very comfortable with taking the easy, like basically people who need some push.
Very comfortable taking the easy way, but isn't very happy. I'm asking you based on what is typed to me. I also don't quite get this question. What do you understand from this question?
Wow, the deflection is real, sir. Suddenly become interpretative.
So what do you understand about this question?
As in like people who are just in
Is it because they are comfortable?
a lukewarm, a limbo.
I guess.
Okay,
It feels
yeah.
easy but upsetting, I guess. That's what they mean.
No, the thing is, I think that the first step is you have to. It's up to you whether you think being comfortable is fine. Because I think that if somebody is happy being comfortable, then it is not right for us to be like, hey, you should be doing more with your life. Because it's their life.
But
and
if they are not happy?
if they're not happy, then I think that you need to listen to 2 songs. The first song is Stop This Train by John Mayer. The second song is Five for Fighting 100 Years. Yeah. So I feel like these two songs are songs that will make you contemplate your mortality.
Wow.
I mean, people have different ways of doing it. I've seen this viral post of like somebody just there's like a grid thing. So at first glance you wouldn't be able to tell what it is, but it is the number of years that you have left based on science. Yeah, and then every year or every month you just cancel one out. And I think when you are like in the flow of things, you will not realize that your time is running out. But when you put it visually like that, right, then you realize that it's really running out. And it's running out based on the idea that like we will die when we are 75. But actually it can run out anytime. Yeah. So if you're not happy, then try and realize this. Then the rest should come naturally lah. If once you realize that like you don't have that much time.
Wow, the lights suddenly shine in and then got slow-mo music. And it's like okay, moving on. Very good.
What the interpretation?
Yeah.
Anyhow Lee.
So what is your interpretation of okay, we move on
Why is I host?
we move on to something that I think is that I think you will have a lot to share about because of the way I understand who you are. Okay, so we're going to talk about social media. Do you think that you are an influencer? Social media influencer, like a SG Instapage.
The way you're asking the question is cute. Nobody will want to associate themselves.
Okay, so let's just start the base level question. Do you think you're an influencer?
Okay, I think I would like to say no. But there are different understandings and definitions of influencer. I would say no because this is not my main job.
Yeah.
But I would say yes because my followers consist of more than 80% of people I don't know.
Right.
So which makes the platform not one that I use for friends only, which means there is like this outer circle of people who are subjected to the shit that I post, and therefore I exert some influence on the people that I don't even know lah. So
is that why you've been posting reflection photos?
That's my attempt at having a smaller control group, because I don't want to spam people. Yeah, but at the same time I really like the idea of social media bringing people together.
Right,
yeah,
right.
because it's not that bad lah. I mean, I think recently I saw this Instagram photographer YK or something. He did like he got people to network under the comments section on his photo. So he just said that like, I think something along the lines of like, I wouldn't have been here if not for the opportunities I've been given. Why not you just write a one line of what you do and who should check out your profile. So people just started populating that comments thread, and I thought it was very meaningful because he's using his influence to help other people get the sort of exposure that they wouldn't have with like a smaller following lah. So he's providing a platform with his platform, which I find very meaningful. Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah, I do know who's YK, but I didn't know he posted that.
Yeah.
I shall get to networking, so hit me up if you see me there.
Report him! Report
for
him!
violent
For
content.
spam,
Violent
for nudity.
content. Okay, so there's this very prevalent culture in social media, which I believe you and I are both aware of because we have our stuff there, right? Do you think it's a requirement? Okay, requirement if people want to become like some kind of influencer, right? To be pretty or to show less skin?
Or to show less skin?
Hey, to show less
To
clothes.
show more.
To show more skin, yeah.
The day I was looking at IG stories, then there was this one commercial, right? It was not commercial, like a sponsored post advertisement thing. It was for a phone case.
Yeah.
But it was shot from this angle. It was very provocative. It's basically like this girl wearing a really low cut top. It was shot tastefully. Like the colors were nice.
Is it the...
No, it don't have face.
Oh.
Don't have face. But I just sort of thought
Is
like...
the line
like,
very long?
no, it's really like she's not wearing like a bra. She's just wearing like a camisole or something.
Okay.
And then I'm like you sell phone case there? I was like times are hard, man. like it's just a phone case. It's not even laundry. Like laundry, I can understand.
Yeah.
Or like if it's like the new bra, the chicken colored thing, I can understand. But it's a phone case. Where got people use phone like that one? It's not even high level. Eyes up here.
Maybe they balance it here, then you can watch like that with hands free. Then you can eat snack. Advanced guys cannot do.
Yeah, I think that is the easy way out. Because the reason why I talk about this example is that it made me stop to look at it. Even though I will not consider myself the audience who like this sort of content. But it's provocative enough for me to be like, even to react in a way like you cell phone cover now, why must I do that? I'm still stopping. I'm still giving them the statistic.
The airtime, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just human nature to respond to attractive appearances and skin, I guess.
Yeah.
But that is a very like the lowest common denominator sort of appeal. There are also several influencers. Do you know who's Jerome Ja?
No.
So Jerome Ja is this Vine guy. Like he is French. He does not show skin, nor is he very handsome, even though I find him very cute. But he got over...
Jerome Ja, get in on this.
He got like a lot of followers because his entire social media persona is crafted around him trying to overcome social anxiety by doing things like laying down on the streets of Paris. And he will go up to people and like, he'll give them a piece of paper, it says Mary, it says I do. And then once they say I do, he'll bring out like the wedding and all that. So it's just to make people feel awkward. And after that, he went on to do very good things with his influence. Like he went to help the war-torn countries and all that.
Right.
Yeah, with his followers. Like he talked to the corporations, if I get X likes, you all will give me this money to help the war-torn areas. Yeah, so it is untrue that you have to be, but it is a sad fact of life that most of the time, these people have it easier.
So right, you're a content strategist, a senior content strategist. And you are on social media as an unwitting influencer. And you stop for girls scantily clad for phone cases. So where do you think our social media scene in terms of the three main platforms is heading towards? Now, maybe let me rephrase that. Where do you think social media content for Singapore especially is headed?
Where do I think it's headed?
Yeah, like is it... What do you think about this question? No, I'll give you an example, okay? So you realize that what Jerome does, right? Jerome does, he does, I would say, something like I would say it's close to something like prank content, but maybe not on the level of those two irritating brothers, which I will not give the satisfaction of saying their names. Yeah, but like, yeah. So where do you think our content is heading towards? Do people like more stuff that you like introspective stuff, or are people just going for memes? Are people going for people not caring about social media? What do you think?
I think in terms of format, right, people are definitely opening up because, as crudely put, as the old generation dies, the new generation who has more access to like all these different types of content will naturally develop an appreciation for it lah. So formats wise, I think I love Rise Media. I think that Rise's articles are very thought-provoking. They may not get the numbers in terms of like the masses, but the impact that they create, right, is so much more beyond like just lifestyle content.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I don't know what will happen to traditional media lah, honestly. I don't know what will happen to SPH. I think that it's quite scary. But in terms of content wise,
For social media especially.
I don't know because if I know, right, then I will be a prophet with my own academy.
Prophet Joyce.
I think that Singaporeans are still they're still quite close-minded. I think for us, right, a lot of our friends in this circle are open-minded, but our view of the audience is very microscopic because not everybody are like our friends.
Yeah.
There's a very large group out there who are still very conservative. So we still have some ways to go because we don't have that many people doing different things. We have a lot of people doing similar things.
So so you're saying in the near future probably will not evolve too much. There won't be too much of a change in the landscape. It'll still be girls selling phone cases without enough clothes. It'll still be social experiments that go terribly wrong.
I think the influencer thing will become more prevalent actually. It would even reach the level of like the own days type of campaigns already. Means you don't need to have like a lot of followers. It's almost like a very common phenomenon that you can just do that lah, whether you have like 200 or 2k or 20,000 or 200,000. Yeah, it's just that the rewards that you reap are on varying levels. But I think it's possible lah, cause yeah, like we are exposed to so much these days. It's crazy and scary.
Okay. Next is arguably one of the best segments because our producer is not a
Arguably
stalker.
by who? Only got one episode so far.
Hey, 100% of the talent so far, right? Have
Arguably
agreed.
by who?
100%. Numbers don't lie. Okay? So, right, this section is called Blast from the Past. Okay? Our producer, who is not a stalker but a very good researcher, okay, has found out some stuff about you. So, in 2013, UAG plug, make sure it's correct side up. In 2013, Joyce Young posted on Instagram.
2013, I got Instagram.
Yeah, saying that I took the road less traveled and it made all the difference. Do you still stand by this quote?
Oh my god. Let's see. Oh, it's a poem.
What poem? Tell us more.
This was something I posted once I left SQ. So once I left SQ, right, it was probably some of the worst time of my life.
Why?
Because my parents were really against it. They thought that I was being very impulsive and spoiled.
Rash, okay.
Yeah, so that's one. Second thing is absolutely no income, no qualification. Didn't know what I was supposed to do. Only doing my freelance things and
Writing for
random sites that nobody even read. And then like on days, and I was doing a lot of weird shit there. Like at one point I even worked at Island Creamery. And then also I went to...
what was the yogurt need to wear shorts one? Do you work there?
Oh, that one never. That one never. No, because there was this one job where like I would have to translate Zaopao articles to English. And then that one I also do. Because I need the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I really needed the money. And this was like right before I went to SIM. So I think it was a period of time where I was just trying to find validation that like it's okay even though I'm like broke and I just broke the bond and I had to pay like the money and that I have no aim now. But like it's just like own self tell own self.
Good job, Joyce. Good job.
It's K1.
You got this, Joyce.
It's good also. Yeah.
This right. Good job. Oh my god, I'm a champ.
Yeah, the road less traveled, even though it is a road of starvation. I remember there was this one time where like my phone cable spoiled. Or like I left it in a locker at a workplace. And then I legit thought of just going without my phone for that weekend cause like don't waste money. This was such a 21st century starvation. No cable to charge phone.
Actually, there was one time okay, but that's another story for another time. So do you stand by that quote now?
I do because it is in fact one of those articles that I wrote for freelance that caught Brian's attention.
Damn.
That's how I even got this job. So if I had never done that like trial and error thing, then maybe now I'm working like in a bank.
Island Creamery.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I never see you so up. I wasn't expecting bank. I was expecting still scooping ice cream.
Because I studied finance, so it was between TSL and bank.
Ah, okay. Okay, next. Okay, you created a new Instagram handle. Yeah. Is it supposed to be made public yet, or is it?
Is that why Insect Logger follow me?
Yeah. Anyway, Joyce Starbies, right?
Joyce Starbies.
Yeah.
Kain came out with the name.
So, here's another quote for Joyce Starbies that our researcher has found.
It's a one-man show lah, come on. Even the only one in the
You just grew up and learned that the things that you were scared of eating you alive didn't even have teeth. Okay, let me say it again. You just grew up and learned that the things you were scared of eating you alive didn't even have teeth. What is one thing you were scared of in the past that you wish you weren't?
I think this is something that... Okay, when I was young, I was a very timid kid.
Okay.
I'm really kind of timid.
She says that she's the bully of this girl that used to have to pay her protection money.
That was before that. That was darker times.
Okay.
Like, I go tuition, right? Then if my parents never come and pick me up on time, I cry. First day of school, I cry. I dropped crayon on the malu in Serangoon, I cried.
On the malu. It's not just any. She malu because
It's
she
the one
got on
at
the malu.
yeah, the Serangoon Central one. Like, I just cry over everything. And and I think that like a large part of my childhood was spent in fear.
Of?
I don't know.
You just had a lot of oh no moments.
I was just very scared as a kid. As in, I was very scared that my parents would abandon me. That's why, like, even I remember there was this one time where we went to the Hougang Mall coffee shop to buy this crossword puzzle book. Then, like, it's just me and my mom. I think I was like P1 or 2. Then she asked me to sit there while she go and buy mee hoon kueh. But then, as I was sitting there, right, I suddenly like had this realization that shit, this is how they're gonna get rid of me. so I ran to the mee hoon kueh store. Then I kinda scolded, yeah, cause like her bag all that is there, all her valuables are there. Then my crossword puzzle book also there. Then yeah, but it's just like I think it came from a place of when I was young, I don't really look like any of my family members. So my dad would always tell me that I am not biological. And every Sunday, the ritual is we will go to the library, we will borrow some books, go home, and then he will tell me that the following day is the day when the Karang-Guni will come and collect me. And the Sunday is like the last day we will spend together. So I'm always very scared. So I brought this fear.
no.
I brought this fear to my teenage years.
Huh?
And
Okay, how did that play out?
I think I always needed to be surrounded by people. Yeah. But then there was one very pivotal year where I broke up with my boyfriend, and then I decided that the entire year I would just take the year off to not use any dating apps, not do anything but just force myself to be very, very alone. So that was the year that I started to travel alone, that I started to learn like a lot of new things about myself.
That your dad was joking.
Yeah.
Joyce's dad. Come on, man.
I still
That
give
ain't
him
cool.
shit for that.
That
Yeah.
ain't cool. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then what
So
does he say?
As in, he regrets it. He regrets it. Yeah, but
See, dad jokes are dangerous.
yeah. So
Don't do
I,
that Karang-Guni thing anymore. I think I kena before, but it's not Karang-Guni. It's like the Apunen, then will come and catch.
wow, even worse.
Yeah, that's racist.
Yeah, so I guess like the thing that you are scared of is mostly being alone. Yeah. But then I tend to be quite an extreme person. So after that year, I started to realize that actually I don't need that many friends.
Okay.
And then I just started to like,
So you were wishy-washy. Didn't know whether to be scared or if...
because in poly I had a very large social circle, but
Yeah.
very few friends that really mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah, then now I look back, it's like all the things that I was afraid of, like all these superficial things in school, or like you afraid like you cannot judge or like you cannot outcast and all that, right? It doesn't even freaking matter lah. Look, everybody now is like struggling with life. Nobody even has time to think about you being an outcast in school. Yeah.
It's getting too real. This is getting too real.
Okay, now I still have a lot of things that I'm scared of.
Okay.
Like my parents dying. That's something I think about more than I should. Yeah. Like I think I'm more afraid of other people's deaths than my own. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. But
Does
that
it
one
come from a
confirm
place of nobility or is it just a FOMO place? Like, hey, you all die, I also haven't died, why?
FOMO. I don't think FOMO is good in such case. Nobility, that's the thing. Like, a friend once told me that when she told her mom that she is afraid of her dying, the mom said, no, you are afraid of not having a mom. You are not afraid of me dying in the sense that I will not get to enjoy life anymore. So it, like, the fear of a person's death is inherently very selfish. Yeah. So after I heard that, I went to ask my dad one day when he was watching TV. I said, if you die tomorrow, will your life up to today have been enough? And they said yes. And that's good enough an answer for me lah. It means like, at least I know that it was enough.
Damn, ladies and gentlemen, Joyce Young.
Don't be disgusting.
Okay, so next question. Okay. Are there any regrets in your life so far? If you were to list, let's say top two regrets, are there any?
This is so uncanny because there are only 2.
Oh,
Now I'm trying to think if I wrote it anywhere.
I'm a mind reader.
Quitting SQ.
Quitting SQ. Because?
I don't like incomplete business, unfinished business. I feel like I should have at least finished the bond. Yeah, so before I found TSL, my entire university time is just me feeling like a weakling
Because you quit.
because I quit.
Okay.
And I know that I will always give myself shit for that
Okay.
because I quit. Yeah. That's one. Another regret, I guess, probably is like, so the friend who passed away when I was in SQ, I did not really get a chance to. We could have gone out the night before the accident happened, but we did not.
Right.
Yeah.
To have a better connection before he's gone.
Like to have a nice, to have, and of course the reason why we did not is also very stupid lah. So
Is what? Summarize real quick.
it's just me being lazy.
Okay.
But then again, whatever we had up to that point, it was still enough for me lah. Yeah, it's just like a nice finishing touch would have been appreciated at Universe.
Yeah. CC Universe. Okay, cool beans. Okay, so we've come to your favorite part.
Who is my favorite part? What is my favorite part?
Who is your favorite part? I don't know.
And
your
you
favorite
keep
part
telling
is-
me all this arguably the best.
No, really,
solution.
it is your favorite part because it's the end.
Oh.
Right? Is it your favorite part?
Kind of. And this is so exhausting.
So we
Is
have
this
one final ending question for you. Yeah? Okay? And that is on the spot right now, okay, you got to send us off, okay, with a quote that everyone should know to get through a difficult day. You're a quote machine.
I'm not eh.
You are now. 100% of our quote machines quotes are coming from you right now.
A difficult.
Or maybe, I don't know, man, if let's say, maybe not a difficult day, but maybe a dark time or something. What is one thing that has also helped you? Maybe that could be the inspiration for a quote to give our masses. To give the masses.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes, okay? It be like that sometimes. You heard it from Joyce Young, okay?
No, but really though. It
It
be like that sometimes.
be like that sometimes.
Yeah. I don't have a quote, but I do have this analogy of a cosine graph which I quite frequently share with my troubled friends.
Cosine graph starts from 1.
So cosine graph is like that, right?
Yeah. Cosine graph starts from 0? That's
No
sine.
idea. No, cosine is like that one. Like how like this magnitude is the
Yeah.
same as this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm of the firm belief that your capacity to tank shit is someday going to be the same magnitude that you get to feel like the positive stuff. Yeah. So if you are tanking a lot of shit, then that just means that like that's your how much you can sense lah.
So
the
cosine
capacity.
cosine x equals life.
I don't know if it's even cosine x. Is it even cosine x?
Yeah.
don't
Cosine
know.
x equals life. You heard it from Joyce Young first!
Cosine x equals life.
Okay, so we have come to the end of HTHT with Joyce Young. Yeah, and then we have 2 bottles of beer in each. Technically, she's not 2 bottles in.
Yeah.
Promised
whatever.
that promised Alistair's mom will not get drunk, so we did not. So high five to that.
We will also dispose of all these
Yeah,
in an environmentally conscious way.
exactly. Recycling. So catch us on the next episode of HTHT, which we will have in you know what, when we are
Whenever
ready.
he feels like it.
Yeah, when his research/stalking is done, you see the next guest. But I kind of know who that is. I'm not gonna tell you because we have so much engagement going. I can play this kind of games with you. So goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think section 1 that one okay?
You're the host, bro.
Damn son. I didn't know. I was also conned into the level of responsibility.
I legit thought this is a coffee break, but like
No.
just 2 of us talking about
Okay.
shit.
Okay. We
I'm
move
still
on
trying to adjust
we
to
move
this.
on. We move on to
Can you
section 2.
drink more alcohol to adjust faster?
I will need all
No, can
You
watch it.
underestimate me.
No, you must see her say. Then she'll start dancing and disturbing people.
You're not even there.
I got video.
Okay.
Mm.